Leaders. So I thought it wise or more efficient to make this a video. I'm going to make a very short video. So on the weekly charts, well, we'll need to see this week close. That is by Sunday next week to actually determine where we are headed. But these are two scenarios that can play out. So the truth is, we created after this long, that is after last 2 weeks candle, which we saw a strong selling pressure. We actually created a supply zone, that is this weekly supply. Okay, a supply zone. And what actually happened was, last week's candle, that is this one here, actually tested that supply zone. And now, depending on how this week closes, we might actually see further sell. And the truth is, if it should play out, the weekly chart is really bearish. The weekly chart is really bearish, but it all depends on how this week turns out. So if we are going to sell down, and why I'm saying it's also bearish is because if you check, except when we go down to the daily time frame and probably 4 hours, we would see lots of demand zones. But if the big guys strictly want to play with the weekly chart, like, you would actually find out that the only place where we can fall to before we find a serious bounce off is either the initial weekly demand, that is where we consolidated most of July, most of June, July, June and ending of July. Okay, or most of July, we consolidated within that weekly demand, and then before bouncing off. And if you notice, we also created another weekly demand inside the previous weekly demand. Okay, so I actually find out, remember what I said, price doesn't just move randomly. Okay, price turns at, like, there are different turning points for price, and those turning points are referred to as supply or demand. Supply when sellers are dominating the market, and demand when buyers are dominating the market. So that is all I have to say. Okay, let me comment on the bullish scenario quickly. So that is this white arrow here. So for us to continue with the bullish move, remember we are actually bullish, okay, because we've taken out let me do that quickly. Where is that too? We took out this high. Okay, we took out this high. Like, while we went up like this, we took out this high. So we are actually on an uptrend. We're actually on a rally. But the truth is, until we take out this previous high, this could be a dead cat bounce. Okay, so we could just have, this could be actually like a larger downtrend, like a high, low, lower high, and lower low, if you get the gist. As in, meaning we'll have to invalidate this very strong weekly demand here. But we hope it doesn't happen. But either ways, this is the market, and it will always do what it will do. Okay, so for the bullish scenario, we really need to invalidate this supply zone here, this one, meaning we need to get a weekly close at least higher than a weekly close of, like, let's say 50. Let me see, what's the high of this week's candle? At least 53k. We need to get a weekly close of 53k, else we might just be we might just decide to tumble downward. Okay, so let me stop for this. I'll most likely join what's it called, daily and time frame comments. Okay, and this is purely technical analysis. There is no fundamentals, and now the whole crypto space, it's just speculation. But from the TA point of view, these are the most likely scenarios, and nothing beats top-down analysis. You look at the market from the top till the bottom. That way you get a more correct interpretation of what traders and investors are actually doing. Okay, that will be all.